Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now, let's try to see what is the main energy at the start of the day. Okay, we have here the Two of Pentacles. You're trying to balance certain things that is related to your career. Maybe you are being given more and more responsibilities lately, and so you're trying to balance it. But you are very efficient. Maybe that's the reason also why they entrusted it to you. You are able to balance it. In fact, you are able to dance through it. But you need to just be careful because when you look at it, the waves behind the juggler is a little bit, the sea is a little bit wavy. So it means that somehow the activities that you're trying to balance in your life is has an influence also to your inner self. It can affect the inner peace. So you need to be sensitive to what is happening within you as you try to balance all these things. There might be a need for you if, for example, you notice that it is already bringing you more anxiety rather than inner peace, more frustration rather than a sense of fulfillment. If you are noticing these things that are happening within you, if, for example, you're no longer enjoying the job and instead you're starting to have manifestations like hyperacidity and all these things, okay? So if it starts to have physical symptoms, then maybe you need to declutter some of your work. You can uh, delegate it to somebody whom you know is competent to continue your work, or you can somehow be creative enough to use other means and ways to lessen the burden. Sometimes all you need to do also is to learn to say no, or maybe to learn to say, maybe we can reschedule it at a different date, something like that. So, if for example, your calendar is already full, then just be honest to tell them, my calendar is full. This is the next date that I am available for you. So it's like that. So it's learning to say no or maybe later. Okay, so something like that. Um, Having good boundaries is very important at this time as you try to balance certain things. So as you try to make it through, it's okay. You seem to be very efficient in handling it. But if there's a need for you to declutter, then declutter some of your responsibilities. If there's a need for you to reschedule, then reschedule. If there's a need for you to say no, then say no in a kind way. The important thing there is you constantly observe uh, what is happening within. At the same time, also, you need to be grounded in reality. You see here, the juggler is dancing, so he is not as stable as it would be if both his feet is on the ground or both her feet is on the ground. So you need also to check whether you are still grounded or you're no longer grounded. So yeah, when you start to feel anxious, then maybe you are losing your groundedness already. When you start to lose your peace, then maybe you are you're no longer enjoying the process, then maybe you are losing being grounded. Being grounded to the present moment, enjoying the present moment, enjoying the process. As long as you enjoy the process, there's no problem. Well, there will become a time where sometimes, because part of it also is you need to do some concessions, you need to do some sacrifices to get things done. But if more than 50% is that you're happy, then that's no problem. When more than 50% you are stressed out, you're starting to have physical symptoms, then maybe you need to give some attention to that. maybe you need to declutter or whatever. Now try to see how this resonates with your situation. Now let's try to see how this will further unfold. Well, I think whatever you're doing in right now, the reason why you are in your element is because it is something that you are passionate about. And you're not just doing it just to get things done. You are doing it and striving for excellence. You give it attention. Just like this artisan, he doesn't just make pentacles, he makes works of art. So I guess that's one thing that will make you enjoy the process when everything that you do is an expression of yourself. It becomes a work of art, it becomes an obra maestra. So a masterwork, a master hand, hand, a master, a master art. Okay, so a it's something that is not just ordinarily done, but something done with passion, something done with detail, something you enjoy really. It becomes a conduit of your self expression. So I feel that is one thing that will help you keep on going, to be passionate in what you're doing and to give it constantly your best. Now, what is the advice of the universe for you? Take time every once in a while to celebrate, especially with people who support you, people who understand you, people to whom you can be at home, people wherein when you are with them, you don't have to worry about trying to adjust to certain decorum. You can just be yourself and you still know you will still be loved and accepted. So every once in a while, as you work through this very, very uh, hectic schedule, but something that makes you happy, something that you're passionate about, always make some time with friends. But the most important thing also is with yourself. Nurture yourself, protect those me times, those private moments, but also take some time to celebrate with friends. Sometimes we get so engrossed with our career that, yeah, we don't have time anymore for our family, for our friends, those people who we consider as important in our life. Now let's go to Good Morning Oracle. Okay, for Good Morning Oracle, let's get one random card. Okay, the cards are very frisky. Self worth. Okay, yeah. Make sure that everything that you do contributes to the development of self worth. Learn to appreciate yourself, to be able to do these balancing acts and somehow to remain grounded and to maintain somehow a modicum of peace interiorly. It's not an ordinary thing to do. It's not a simple feat. You have to appreciate yourself. You're doing well. So when people also appreciate you, say thank you, appreciate it. Uh, Take time also to, mm, suddenly it came to me, smell the roses. I think this is something here. Now, part of self worth is that you do not, you take care of the goose that lays the golden egg. So you need to have time to nurture yourself, to nurture your relationships. So you need to balance things. Part of self worth is knowing that you deserve some rest also. And part of self worth is knowing that what you give to the world is very important. You are the only one who can sing the song you are meant to sing. Others may try to sing the song you are singing, but they will not be as best as you are because you are the one who was meant to sing it. So always remember your special worth, your special contribution to this universe. And so don't be ashamed to express yourself. Don't be ashamed to sing your song. At the same time, also appreciate the accomplishments that you are doing. Humility is not trying to boast, although it's part of it. a bigger part of humility is accepting what is true. And accepting what is true is you accept also that you accomplish things. But at the same time, also, uh, you do not boast of things that are beyond you. So, in a certain sense, it's being grounded in reality. Part of humility is that one. And I guess the biggest part of that humility is learning to address to the divine what belongs to the divine. In our life's journey, there are things we can control, and there are things beyond our control. The deeper we go in our spiritual journey, we realize that those that are beyond our control, we entrust to the divine, and we just do our part, the things that we can control. Now, those things that the divine works on, if good things happen and people praise you, then say, well, those are things that are blessings given to me or assistance coming from the divine. So you recognize also that you learn to recognize the things that you accomplish, and also you recognize also the things that you receive as a gift from the divine. So you recognize that also. Learning to be thankful when you receive assistance, whether from the divine, from your spirit guides, from your angels, from the people around you. Learn to say thank you. And it's knowing where you are. No, self-worth is knowing what you can give, and also knowing what you need. Okay, learn knowing also that you deserve all these things. When you feel you are loved, that's another realization of developing of self-worth. When you realize that you are loved and you can always ask, so you see your value, you are somebody who is loved. Sometimes people forget that they are loved. They are loved by the divine, they are loved by the universe. They forget that. It's very important for self-worth. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to benefit from our reading. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.